He's called the loneliest little boy. He rented a big apartment by himself. He cooks his own meals every day. He cleans up all alone. He even walks himself to kindergarten. His name is Kotaro. On his first day in the apartment, he carefully prepared packs of tissues and handed them out to every neighbor. When his neighbor Kano asked where his parents were, Kotaro replied in a surprisingly mature tone, "I'm renting the place on my own," and gave Kano his warmest greetings. Back in his room, Kotaro couldn't find the bathroom, so he knocked on Kano's door again. Kano explained there's no bathroom in the unit. He'd have to use the public bath nearby. He handed Kotaro a discount pass. After Kotaro left, Kano turned on the TV. A news story about a child abduction was on. Kano grew worried. It was dark outside, and Kotaro was out alone, so he grabbed his own things and headed to the bathhouse. While washing up, Kotaro yelled for Kano. Soap had run into his eyes. Kano helped rinse them with clean water, then started washing Kotaro's hair. Kotaro said softly, "It's been so long since someone washed my hair." Kano didn't answer. He just scrubbed a little firmer. After they left the bath, Kotaro said how good the bath felt, and that he'd like to come every day. He added, "Money isn't a problem." Even though Kotaro is just 4, he hardly ever talks about his parents. Kano felt sorry for him, and shared that his own parents had also passed away years ago. He'd been living alone ever since. Kotaro didn't respond. Kano didn't press further. He understood that lonely people guard their secrets. From that day on, Kano naturally took Kotaro under his wing. Wherever Kotaro went, Kano followed quietly, but Kotaro didn't seem happy about it. Strangers often mistook them for father and son, and Kotaro insisted he was already a grown-up. One evening, walking home, they ran into their neighbor Mizuki. She thanked Kotaro for the tissues. Mizuki worked at a nightclub, and had just gotten her paycheck. When her boyfriend texted asking for gambling money, she knew it was wrong, but blinded by love, she said yes. The next day, Kotaro and Kano were taking out the trash. When they saw Mizuki lying on the floor, Kano thought something terrible had happened, but Kotaro gently woke her, saying she'd catch a cold sleeping there. Beer bottles were scattered around. Mizuki had been drowning her sadness about her boyfriend. Suddenly Kotaro noticed something, and ran toward the supermarket. He was in such a hurry, he tripped on a stone. Kano thought he heard Kotaro cry, but the boy stood up quickly, saying, "I don't like to cry." Soon Kotaro came back with a cold bottled drink, and told Mizuki to wrap it in a towel, and put it over her eyes. "When you cry a lot by yourself," he said, "this helps your eyes feel better." Even Kano hadn't noticed she'd been crying. Embarrassed, Mizuki denied it, claiming she didn't remember a thing. Kotaro told her gently, "It's okay if you did. I wouldn't dislike you for it." Then he added, wisely, "Crying isn't wrong." Mizuki was deeply moved and stunned. How could a 4-year-old see right through her? How could someone so young care so deeply? Afterward, Kano wondered, how did a child so small understand so much? Kotaro simply said, "I often saw adults cry before. If you had the chance, would you take Kotaro in?"